This is the VK7201K, and running double sandbags on this vehicle, paired with hit points, is going to give you a total HP count of 2,769, which is a lot. That's more than what you'll need for the majority of games you play. This is the E100, another German super heavy, which, if running improved assembly, gets you 2,860 hit points. But there are downsides with super heavies in general. They are usually slow, don't have too much DPM, aren't the best on gun depression, and because of that, they can struggle in more mobile battles where you need to have that sense of urgency to win a game. And that's where today's video comes into play, talking about the AMX M4 MLE54. You see, this tank has 2,825 hit points. Yeah, you heard that right. This French heavy has 2,800 hit points. Not only does it have a ridiculous amount of HP, but it features decent DPM, 2,600 with rammer, and with Cali, I've got 270 mils of APCR pen. Not the best because it's APCR, but it is still plenty of pen to cut through your opponents, and the heat is 370, so you're not going to struggle to cut through anything. The vehicle also features very good mobility, a power to weight of 15, and a top speed of 45 kilometers per hour, while also reversing at 20. I actually like to run double consumable on this vehicle, being multi-use and as well a engine power boost and then adrenaline. And the reason why is because this tank kind of takes a while to accelerate just because it is so big and heavy. So I usually like to get that speed up as fast as possible, and running engine power boost does that. Now, that's not to say the AMX doesn't have weaknesses. The major weakness for the AMX right now is that its aiming time is pretty poor, and it's quite a large vehicle. It's the same size as other super heavies, but the difference is that it doesn't have the side armor of the turret or the mouse that you'd find on an E100. So because of that, it is quite easy to catch this vehicle off guard and hurt it. But when you have 2,800 health, and you have decent DPM and great penetration and a top speed of 45 with the level of reverse this vehicle has, it's kind of hard to stop this tank. It really is an amazing vehicle. There's a lot of people that always try to say, oh, it's not that good anymore, but that's just not the case. This is an incredible tank, and in today's video, we're going to be showcasing why, if we would ever get into a battle. There you go. So what do we have up against us? A Rinoceronte, a Super Conqueror, 752 T30. That's a lot of scary vehicles. We got an E5, an M6 show, and okay, good, our team wants to go over here. People need to use the ping tool more. The ping tool is absolutely amazing because it tells people exactly which way you're going to go. So activating our speed boost, we can see that this vehicle accelerates right up to its top speed quite quickly. We're already going 40. And a slight little downhill jump here, and there you go, up to 45 kilometers per hour. I mean, this thing is fast. You can see we're going faster than the E5 and basically all the other vehicles behind me. This is very quick for what is a 2,830 health vehicle. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be very, very aggressively playing here because our entire team is supporting us. I'm going to be pushing all the way wide, and we're going to see if we can get some damage. Well, we got the E50 spotted already, and we got the T30 crossing, so what I'm hoping right now is that we can, there you go, slam a gold shell right into the E50 turret. Pretty good. That T30 also got absolutely thwomped in the process, so that alone is already quite good. We got the 752. There you go. Nice 430 shot into the 752. Pretty good stuff. The CS59 is getting shells out, and 752 is backing up. Not able to shoot him, but that's more than fine. This T30 is going to try and... Ooh, well, I want to help out here, but it's going to be a little tricky to do that, obviously, with everything going on. But there you go. Nice clear into that enemy player. And just like that, the enemy is not doing amazing. Alright, well, the Super Conch shoots me, which is alright, because I have more alpha than his vehicle. Oh, but I shot it just a teeny bit too high. Our team needs to focus more on the Super Conch and less on the vehicles on the hill there. That's kind of how I see it, at least, but I definitely think that is the case. Let's aim it on the... bruh. The Super Conch armor is being a little bit more troll today than it should be. Alright, let's see. Super Conch fired. which means I have the ability to overpoke, and I'm just load heat. This time it does pen. I mean, the roof on the Super Conch is not very hard to cut through. It's just we've been getting a little unlucky with our shots so far today. Alright, Super Conch is on reload again, and we're going to load another easy pen right into the roof of his turret for 400. Our CS does die, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference. At this point, he's kind of done anyway. There you go. We got the 7.52 in front of us. We're going to aim in right on his lower plate. I was going to shoot a premium shell, but I don't know if our alpha on premium is enough to comfortably kill him. We have the 40.05 in the back. He misses one of his shells, and I'm just going to... I'm not even going to bother about him. I'm going to aim it on the V4. There you go. 475 max roll. The 40.05 shoots me again, but even with all of that damage the 40.05's done, guess what? I still have plenty of health left in this situation. That was just an awkward shot into the E50. Not going to lie there, but the Yo's about to get shot. We can see that here. The M103 shoots him, and see ya! 394 damage, finishing off that player. Alright, well, let's move up. 40.05 shoots me. Could care less. We got plenty of health. I mean, the 40.05's out of shots anyway, so he's got to back up like the wimp he is. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's move up here. The Rhino is also dead. So we were able to actually perfectly showcase where the AMX is honestly fantastic. We used almost all of our health this game, we played aggressive, and we took shots for the team, and these are all things you want to do in a vehicle like this. Now, unfortunately, the 40.05 is going to lose the majority of his health to the Yo, and we can see that right here, but I'm hoping that we can get just one shot. There you go. Right into his vehicle for 360. That gives us 4 kills, 3,400 damage dealt, and topping the team. I'm not gonna lie, the gun did troll us a teeny bit when shooting at that Super Conqueror. And that is one thing you'll have to live with when driving the AMX. But when you have so much health, and you feature all this armor and mobility, I mean, we did fine this game. Topping the team, easy result. Let's do one more battle here. See if the AMX can obviously perform just as well. The great thing about this vehicle is that it also has incredible levels of turret armor, and it has great hull down capabilities with 8 degrees of gun depression. So really, there's not many situations when you're driving an AMX where you feel out of position. With the gun depression, the mobility, and the solid penetration with DPM this tank has, as long as you get it into a proper position, you can easily hold and deal with really anything in front of you. I mean, we took 3 shells from a 40.05. We got shot by the Super Conch, shot by the 7.52, shot by the E50M, and yet we were still alive, able to put out a final shell, clearing that 40.05. That's kind of crazy. So now we arrive on Mines, and this is quite a good map for a vehicle like an AMX M4, because with the gun depression, we are able to make our way to the hill and get some really, really good shots out. We are obviously going to use our speed boost early game here, because I want to make it as quickly as possible towards the hill to see if we can get some good shots into anything that might cross. What do they have? They have a 907 and a Caro. It's possible if the Caro tries to cross, I could get a shell out. I don't see a world where I would be able to get a shot into the 907, though, because that is quite a fast vehicle. But even then, we can see just how quick this tank is, easily able to get up this hill. So we can see the E100 spotted, we can see that a tree was knocked down, so there you go, we got the 907 and an easy 440 damage shell. Alright, pretty good stuff so far. It's always nice. The Caro's out in the open as well, so I'm just going to reload, and 3, 2, 1, there you go. 465 into the Caro, already some pretty good bleeds out into our opponents. Let's put on our adrenaline. I'm having to hold this hill basically on my own right now, which sucks a little bit, not going to lie, but if we can hold it, we're fine. So let's do that. Come on, Kara, back up. There you go, 446. It is incredible to me, though, how the entire team has basically screwed me here. Like, really, guys? Really? You're going to leave the hill for no reason? Like, that's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Well, thankfully we have a Leopard on my flank still, who can help out a little bit, but it is kind of a joke to see your team do this. Alright, let's move up here, and let's see if we can get some damage into the Rhino, and... oh, there you go. 366 straight into his turret. Pretty good stuff. The Caro's on our flank, which isn't too big of a deal for me. We're just going to chill here. And, oh, we're going to get shot in the roof. That sucks a little bit, but we get a shell back into the Rhino. What really sucks is that we have a damaged ammo rack for the next 60 seconds, which is going to make our reload quite long. Yo, guys, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you over there. You think you're ever going to win that hill? Or... you know, or not the hill, but you think you're going to kill that single E100 that push there? No? No, that's too challenging for you? Yeah. Let's just give the enemy the entire hill on mines, you know, because that's a good thing to do. I truly know what skill is when I'm playing with this team. Well, the good news is we are quite quick on our reverse speed, as we can see here, and that allows the AMX to be very, very comfortable. But, of course, when you get hatched, it doesn't really matter what you do. That's just called bad luck. Alright, well, we got the 268 still, and, I mean, I don't really know what to do here. Our team sucks big balls, so I'm just going to hold, and we'll see if I can get maybe some shells out. I really can't afford to allow this 268 to control the hill, but at the same time, I don't really have much of a choice, do I? Oh well. Guess we'll back up and just let the 268 climb up there. We'll see if our team does anything. Got the Rhino, not able to shoot him at all. Alright, well, we finally got our ammo rack fixed, which is quite important, obviously. We got a nice shell into the 268. We've got our adrenaline on, which means we should out-reload him here. While we don't have much support, just the idea in general that we are able to get another shell out into his tank is obviously quite good. So, not too bad. That's a pretty decent chunk off of that 268. We can see the fantastic reverse speed of this vehicle, allowing me to get some pretty good shots. There you go, nice pendant to the Rhino there. And, I mean, we're doing fine. 268's dead. The Rhino does obviously have the ability to shoot us, but I'm just going to back up. I'm going to slam a shell right into his hull. And, well, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to maneuver this way. Oh, and the Rhino rolls 524. Well, that's incredible. I could never have predicted the Rhino was going to roll that high. What I was going to do is I was going to roll over to the rock so that if he shot me, I still would have been able to get to his side and hopefully clear him. But obviously that doesn't matter when you get basically max rolled. I think a max roll from that vehicle is like 525 or something like that. So, or no, it's 544, I think. But still, the fact that he max rolled me is kind of cringe. Either way, the AMX M4 did more than a fine job in this game. We not only did 4,450 damage, we held mid-hill longer than any, like, literal tank on our team would have been able to. Great job, though, guys. Absolutely fantastic job. Let's ignore the most important spot on mines, which is the hill, and let's all push town and get ourselves killed and bled out the entire game. Great job. And not only that, but our mediums are going to make sure to die within the first 10 seconds of that battle. What an absolutely disappointing game to watch there. That was, that might be one of the worst teams I've seen in quite a while. I mean, I've seen bad teams, but I don't know if I've ever seen a team in quite a while that has said, let's completely ditch Mines Hill, have no tank destroyers looking at it, and just make our way over to the town and die. I've never seen a team do that before in quite a while, but that's pretty sad. The AMX M4 itself is a fantastic vehicle, and we can see that. I mean, the tank has an 80% win rate for 34 games with me, and it's just one of those vehicles that you can do so much in because you have so much armor, because you have so much HP. I mean, we even had a damaged ammo rack that game, and we were still able to get out so much damage. So, personally, I've been really liking the AMX. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And as always, if you'd like to see more like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.